Hey everybody, so we are going to try something a little different here. We have characters from Paradise Killer, one of my favorite games in a long time, in so many years. We are gonna rank them in order from totally dateable to absolutely not, wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. Okay, let's start here with Carmelina Silence. She took over after the council was killed. She was like the interim leader. And now I'm trying to remember because it's been so many years since I finished the game. And she was super arrogant. I know that much. There was a lot to kind of suggest that she was trying to hold on to that power. She was really throwing everyone else under the bus for sure. I kind of wanted to put her here, but she does have a dog. And I do like dogs. It's just that, like, she's so arrogant though, and she's just so mean. But she does have that dog, though. We're going to stick her at B tier. We'll stick her at B. Crimson Acid. We'll start everyone at B tier, and then we'll work our way up or down. So Crimson Acid was a former soldier, and she ended up going underground, and she disagrees with what's going on in the world. She becomes kind of a data broker and a source of information that she sells information and things like that. She kind of has a little bit of a thirst for violence, which I'm not into that. But the idea though that like it's because she feels oppressed. She just very much disagrees with what has happened with her world and everything like that. Like that's something I can understand for sure. And she's very flirty, extremely flirty. I remember playing, I really, really liked Crimson Acid a lot. I'm gonna put Crimson Acid as A tier. Okay, Dainonagate. So this is Carmelina's son. If I'm remembering right, she actually ordered him and helped him to kill the council so that she could be a leader. So, I almost feel like she needs to go down a peg. But she does have that dog, though. Seeing how he did slaughter a bunch of people, though. If you kill a bunch of people, that's probably a red flag, right? Murder's a red flag, I think. So I think that's a no for me, dog. Even if your mom orchestrated it, it's a no for me. The Dead Nebula mascot? I don't. Why? Here's the thing, though. They do give you refreshing beverages. Those beverages do unlock things and provide you with secrets and other stuff. The thing though is like Dead Nebula mascot only benefits you if you pay them. Isn't that a form of prostitution? Come on now. You sure are cute though. I'm gonna put you at a C. I'll put you there. Dr. Doomjazz. Now Dr. Doomjazz is a doctor. He's hot. He's very arrogant, very full of himself, but he's not really mean. He's not really condescending. He's just kind of a pig. A little bit of a pig. But, like, I remember him being, like, one of the few people I very rarely suspected. I think at one point maybe I did suspect him, but like he was very forthcoming with a lot of stuff, like a lot of evidence at one point. He's got a yacht and he didn't really do anything bad. He's like one of the few people in this thing that didn't actually do anything wrong. He's going S tier, man. He's dateable. Henry Division. Wrongly accused. He had a lot of bad stuff in his house from what I remember. Like there was like he was doing some like exorcist shit in there. Like he had stuff drawn on the walls and on the floor and stuff. He was a little creepy. He is a dick. Like he's really mean. He's really sarcastic. But wouldn't you be if you're tied up, you're accused of committing crimes, things like that? And now I'm remembering one of the murders he's accused of was actually committed by her. No, you can't be a I gotta knock you down. I would put you next to your son, but you've got that dog. You've got a dog that earns you a point, so let it be known. You can be a serial killer, but if you got a dog, I would date you over a serial killer without a dog. Henry Division, I'm gonna put you... I can't put you next to someone that murders. I can't. You'll sit at a B. You'll sit at a B. You're an innocent boy. You're just not very nice. You're not the nicest guy. But if you were in a situation where you weren't being hung out to dry, maybe you wouldn't be so bad. Maybe you'd actually be kind of nice to be around. Okay, judge. I mean, as far as personality goes, I mean, there's not a ton there. I mean, the judge is a little bit helpful, but I mean, it's a judge. Here's something, though. That's a lot of arms to work with, which means a lot of hands to work with, which could be pretty fun. And there's multiple mouths there, which could be pretty fun. If Judge is able to relax and isn't so judgy all the time, I think fun could be had with the amount of limbs and other things going on. So I think I'm gonna move Judge up to A, honestly. Okay, Lady Love dies. Lady Love dies. Adorable. So cute. Intelligent. She puts things together. Here's the thing, she's a little too trusting, probably, which is what ended up getting her banished originally from the island. Was she put her trust on someone, that someone manipulated her, and then she betrayed somebody. Comes back, investigates, she solves the crimes, you know, she makes up for her mistakes. So it's really, you know, she redeems herself. Everyone makes mistakes. She knows she did. She redeems. So honestly, I think I'm gonna put Lady Love Dies up here at the very top, man. Yeah, I think she belongs up there in A or S tier. I think she really does. Okay, Lydia. Lydia's got a car. She's really fun. She's spunky. She has murdered someone. So like, if you murder someone, you can't be S. I'm just gonna say that you can't go to S tier. You can't kill no one. That's gonna be a red flag for me. But that person she did kill came back to life and then they got married. So it's like, she does have a real shady past. So I mean, she's got a lot of baggage. She would be very hard to trust. She was involved with a lot of stuff, like a lot of the crime and everything that was going on. She helped cover some things up. She would be hard to trust, I think. But she's pretty fun. I'm gonna put her... I think Lydia deserves to be A tier, to be honest. I think so. She's pretty awesome. Montserrat. Now, we don't really know anything about his personality aside from that he was kind of paranoid, rightfully so, before he died. But here's the thing, man. The way he dresses, good God, he has got some style. I think B tier is a good place to keep him. I think we'll leave him at B tier. I think that's fair. He is such a sharp, snazzy dresser, but just because I don't know much about him, so I'm going to keep him there. And nothing else is really jumping out at me like with the judge, where I can be like, here's a definite win over anyone else. So right in the middle, I think seems fair. Okay, One Last Kiss. So this was Grace Bloodlines, which is the person he was accused of killing, but instead she ended up killing her. And now I'm noticing Akiko is not one of the characters, and I don't know why she isn't. But Akiko, basically like the guard, the officer person, isn't here. I have no idea. Why the hell would they not put her in here? If she was in here, let me just say, Akiko, D. Don't even have to consider it. Corrupt cop, basically, is what she is. She's the worst. And terrible attitude. Everything that is wrong with like a law enforcement figure, that's Akiko. She deserves to be a D. She would be a D tier. Wouldn't trust her with anything. So her One Last Kiss, aka Grace Bloodlines, she's another person that doesn't offer much as far as personality, except that she does help her solve, or us as the player, she does help us solve, a lot of what's actually going on so that we know she was involved. I guess really she helps us realize that Akiko was involved, and that helps us learn more about her involvement. So she's one of my favorite designs in the whole game, though. I think leaving her at B with Montserrat, I think that's where she's got to stay. All right, Sam Daybreak. Dude is, one, he's a bartender. Two, he looks awesome. 3, he is very passionate to the fact that when Lydia murdered him, as he was dead, he realized he was in love with her, so he just came back to life as a skeleton, and they ended up getting married. Like, what? But so he's got devotion, he loves passionately, he can make a great drink. All of those things are wins in my book. He looks so awesome. It would be tough to date a skeleton for me. I just like how he looks. But as far as like attraction, I think it would be hard for me to stay attracted to a skeleton. So I think that would be tough. But he would be really fun to like, hang with on Halloween. That's for sure. I think he's A tier, to be honest. I think he's A tier. He's A tier material. Witness to the End. Though he's very good looking, he's got, great body and everything. He's got such a cool mask and everything. Religious zealotry is a 1000% turn off for me. So this is going to be an extremely easy one. Witness to the End goes all the way to the bottom. Sorry, buddy. Okay, Yuri Knight. I think kind of fell into a trap that was somewhat similar to Lady Love Dies, in which he became obsessed with this being who kind of deceived him. And he became obsessed with them, like a god or something, or a goddess, and fell in love with them. And then I think was doing, I'm trying to remember, I think may have helped instigate, like, I don't think he caused it, but I think he helped instigate the killing of the council, but because he was being manipulated by this god or goddess or whatever, from what I remember. So that is rough. He's definitely not S. Some of that takes him down from A for me. He is extremely good looking, but also he is such a prick. He's extremely rude. I think he's got to go down to a C, to be honest. I think that's where he lives. I do love his hat, though. It's a good hat. Nope, he stays at C. All right, last but not least, the demon Shinji. He's a fuzzy little guy with a big head. Shinji is not afraid to show off his assets, if you know what I mean, which is great. That's hilarious to me. So, you know, I feel like Shinji is immediately trying to show off that he's down to clown. He does have extra limbs. That's, you know, so there's something there. He is a demon, though. He is a demon. Yeah, I mean, that's something. He's not always the nicest. I mean, he gives a lot of hints and stuff like that, but he's kind of mean about it. But he also has a bunch of copies of himself out there, too. So many things could happen with Shinji. But, like, but a demon. But a demon. But like everything else. Fuck it. Shinji's gonna be on the A tier. Okay. There we are. Just picture Akiko down here too at D. There's our list of dateable characters from Paradise Killer. From the most dateable to wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Let me know how you would rank some of these. Who would be at your top and who would be at your bottom? That's what I want to know in the comments on this video. All right. I'll see you in the next one.